STRIVECast is back and open and starts the opening. Yay!
Jeff, what episode are we at?
Season 3, episode 48.
Whoa,
Yes.
Season 3, episode 48
Whoa!
is open for business, as Noel said. So,
This
all
is
right.
gonna be a great one.
It's going to be a good one. That's right. Let's introduce ourselves.
Great one, I meant to say.
It's going to be a
No
great
Paul
one.
Thompson, homie G, right over here.
No Paul Thompson, homie G, kicking us off. How about our other host with a yellow shirt, if you're watching? All right, let's go to our other host, Susie. Introduce yourself.
Susie, I did a nice shower today.
Nice. All right. All right. And how about our sound and video engineer extraordinaire?
I am Ryan, the sound and video engineer.
Okay. Alex, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Alex.
All right. And I'm Pete. So Whitney is on assignment this week, so we will plug away
Yeah.
without her. Hopefully she's having a good assignment. All right. So guys, Susie called it. We're gonna have a great show today. Who do we have as our guest?
Kayla,
Kara, right? And where's she from?
here from Trails.
That's right, Portland Trails.
Portland Trails.
All right. Fall is a great time to explore our trail system, so I think this will be an interesting.
Pete, I'm
Yes.
I'm Jeff.
Oh, another country you heard from. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank
All right.
you.
Great. Anything else you guys want to talk about in the open?
I just want to get into it.
Just want to get right into it. I don't blame you. All right. Anybody else? Then I guess let's get right into it. So Jeff, why don't you take us to break?
We'll be right back.
We're back, and it's time for our interview, and we're fortunate to have Kara from Portland Trails with us today. So Noel, why don't you take it away?
Okay. Welcome, Kara from Portland Trails. Welcome to the STRIVECast, Kara. Tell us about Portland Trails.
Well, thanks so much, Noel. I'm glad to be here with you guys today. Portland Trails is a member-based organization that's been around for about 30 years, and we have a trail network that spans 70 miles across Westbrook, Falmouth, Portland, and South Portland. And we don't own the land, but we work with about 50 different landowners in those different towns to create the connected trails. And we do that because of a few reasons. One is to help connect nature so that there's homes for plants and animals. Another is to connect people with nature, because we think that people end up being healthier and happier when they spend a little time in nature. But also to connect people with each other and with their neighborhoods. So the trails are for recreation, like mountain biking and hiking and walking and skiing, but they're also part of the transportation network. So we want to make sure that you can get to the bus by taking a trail, or you can get to the park and ride, or you could get to the grocery store or the library or some other place that you want to go, that you could do a lot of that trip by walking or biking on a trail. And we do that with lots and lots of volunteers. So it's not a big staff organization. We have about 2,000 volunteers that work with us each year. And we'd love to have you guys volunteer on the trails if you're interested sometime. We work with a lot of different groups, a lot of different businesses and neighborhood organizations and community groups, and just individuals that want to help. So I hope you'll join us sometime.
Sounds great. All right, Jeff, over to you.
What is your average day look in your role?
Jeff, that's a tricky question, but because no day really looks the same, and whatever I put on my calendar and think I'm going to do is usually not what I end up doing. I don't know if you have that experience ever. Probably, especially during a pandemic. So if I were to sort of look at a whole week, most days I spend some time meeting with outside partners. That might be somebody that works at one of the cities, or it might be a private landowner or a real estate developer or a neighborhood organization. I spend a little time meeting with the staff and the board at Portland Trails each day. And that might be helping folks with different projects, or just checking in. I spend a little time fundraising every day. So in order to, we don't get money from the government, we fundraise from community members. I spend a little time on finances, sort of like checking the checkbook, making sure that, which is a little old school, but making sure we're all on track with our money. And then I get to spend a little time thinking about the big picture and the long term and where we're going over the next 30 years.
Sounds great. And totally understand any given day could be doing any different thing. Right, guys?
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes, Pete.
Noel, back to you.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Oh, no, I feel so lucky. I think I have one of the best jobs in the world, for a few different reasons. One of them is all the cool people that I meet, that have interesting stories and that use the trails for different reasons, maybe for feeling happier, maybe for exercise, maybe to get their yayas out and burn some energy. But I think the other thing is just the purpose, the idea of helping people to be healthier and helping plants and animals have healthy homes. It means that each day when I wake up, I have a purpose that feels important to the bigger world.
Okay, Jeff?
What is the hardest part of your job?
I think, Jeff, it's probably that I want to do everything, and I don't have time to do everything. There's lots of good projects, lots of good people to meet with, but really we have to make decisions. So we have to say no to certain things in order to say yes to other things that are meaningful. And maybe the other thing that's hard is that people have a lot of assumptions about why we have the trails. And they think that maybe we just do it so that people can walk and bike and exercise. But really, we see trails as tools to change the community, to make it better and make it more connected for people and nature. So it's not that hard a part of the job each day, but it is challenging.
Okay, who's got the next one? Noel?
What is Portland Trails looking forward the rest of 2021?
There's so many things. There's everything from, we're having an event called Waypoints on September 23rd. That's just an open house outdoors in Congress Square Park in Portland. And we really, really miss our people. I imagine probably you can relate to that, not being able to see your friends and your colleagues and family. So we're really excited to be able to see people, but at a distance in a safe setting. We're also excited. The pandemic brought a lot of new people to the trails, which is awesome. But it also means a lot of new people that weren't necessarily sure where the trails were. So they might have made new trails, that they might have used them differently. And so we are bringing together a bunch of volunteers to try to make some improvements and reroute trails to help protect the water and nature from people stepping on it and riding their bikes on it. So we're excited to bring like 20 people together over and over and over again to help fix those places where they got a little bit hurt during the pandemic.
Great. Jeff,
Yes, Pete, I am ready. I'm ready to go.
then hit it.
What is one thing you wish everyone know about Portland Trail?
I think it's probably, Jeff, that these trails were built by people for people. They're not the government building the trails. It's the community members. It's the students in the 5th grade at the local school. It's everybody building them for each other. And so everybody has a place and a role. And that because these trails are so near to people's homes. So in Portland, there's a trail within a half mile of every single residence, which is unlike any other community in the country. It means that you don't have to be a trailsy person to use the trails. It means they can be part of your everyday. So I guess we want everyone to know that they belong and that they're welcome, and it's for them.
Great. And if you'd like to throw out your website or how people could get in touch to volunteer or anything like that, please go for it.
Okay, sure. Yeah. We're super lucky. Our website is trails.org.
There you go.
Super
Wow.
easy to remember.
Mhm.
And I feel like I should add one other thing that we're looking forward to, and that is that we are helping promote the Strive 5K event that's happening in September. We normally have a large race that weekend in September, so we aren't able to necessarily promote others' events. And this year we're not doing it. And so instead we're putting our sort of marketing attention on the 5K that's supporting Strive. And we're really happy to be doing that. And I'm hoping to participate in that event.
Oh,
as
great.
well.
Well, we appreciate that. So, well, right, guys, that's awesome. And we thank you for that. So it's trails.org, and Ryan will put that up on the screen as well. And now, guys, what's the time for?
The lightning round.
Lightning
All
round.
right.
Uh-oh.
Lightning round, Pete.
So it's a little less scripted, but sometimes a little more fun for our guests. So as always, Jeff kicks off the lightning round.
Hey.
Whenever you're ready, Jeff.
Okay. What is your favorite superpower and why?
What is my superpower and why?
Your favorite superpower. Yeah.
Oh, my favorite superpower. Do I need to have it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to have this superpower. Oh boy.
Jeff, that's tough right off the bat.
Yeah, Jeff. Woo. It's a good one. I would say some days my superpower is that I can be incredibly patient and thinking about the long term. But that is definitely not every day. There are days where I do not have that superpower. I have run out of juice. I would say one of my blessings that maybe some might see as a superpower because it fuels me is that I am constantly curious and excited about the natural world.
Great. All right. Noel.
Read any good books lately?
Oh, the pandemic has brought a lot more books into my life, and I appreciate that. I'm right now reading Cast by Isabella Wilkerson, which is incredible. It's difficult, but it's good. Before that, I was reading Barack Obama's book, which is very thick, but it's it's just fun to hear that perspective on running the government.
Susie, do you have one?
Do you have any pets?
I do. Susie, I'm glad that means you don't hear her snoring. She's next to me. She's snoring. Her name is Shiloh. She's a dog.
No.
About 10 years old. Susie, do you have a dog?
No, I don't. I have a cat, and
Oh.
her name is Rosie.
Rosie. Is she nearby?
Yes. No, she's down in basement.
Okay.
Rosie has made some appearances though on the STRIVECast.
Oh.
Yes, she does.
Alright.
And when she was purring, that means she loves her mama ever since.
Oh.
And when I was sleeping, she sleeps with me every night.
Wow, you're both lucky.
Yep.
Jeff, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Pete. Uh, what are you looking for in September?
Ooh.
This is tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for that reminder, because I actually had not realized that was so soon. In September, I'm looking forward to spending a week on Islesboro, which is an island off of Midcoast, Maine. And I'm looking forward to camping in a couple weekends.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right. Noel?
Let's see. What is your favorite art picture?
My favorite
piece of
art picture?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, I have so many artists in my life. That's pretty tricky question. Wow, no, I'm striking out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have any suggestions for me?
What's your favorite art picture, Noel?
The Mona Lisa.
Oh,
Classic.
yeah.
All right.
Have you seen it?
On movies and things.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a painting I loved when I was in 8th grade, and I've never stopped loving it. And I'm probably going to butcher the name because I don't speak French, but it's George Seurat, and it's La Isle of Le Grand Jatte or something like that. And it's pointillism, meaning it's all, I mean, maybe you guys know, it's all painting with dots.
Huh. Very cool.
Here's my picture.
Yeah, Susie's showing her favorite
Oh,
art.
cool.
Well, and switching gears drastically, Ryan, would you like to ask our famous last question?
Uh-oh.
Tell us your best joke.
Sorry,
Okay.
I always said that.
My best joke?
Yeah, do you have
Yes.
a favorite joke?
I used to be a teacher, and so I did, and camp director. So I had to have a few of those in my back pocket that were accessible to everyone. So a horse walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
You get it, guys?
That's it. A horse has a long
horse.
face.
Oh,
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, it's corny. Sorry.
That's okay. That we've heard, and these guys have dropped worse, so much worse. So,
I heard that.
all right.
Oh, I heard that, Pete.
Yeah, you were meant to. So,
Oh,
all right.
oh.
So, guys, let's say thank you to Kara for joining us on the STRIVEcast. Her website
Thank
again
you.
is trails.org.
Thank you, Kara.
Check it out, and we also
Thank
certainly appreciate
you.
them promoting the Strive for 5 coming up.
Oh, yeah.
In September.
Yeah,
So,
thanks so much, you guys. It's nice to spend a little time together.
yes, thank you.
Oh, yes.
All right, and Jeff, you want to take us to break?
Yes, Pete. We'll be right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by.
Your ad is right here.
Right
Right
here. Right here.
Susie, tell them about our special.
Okay. Special is 5
5 shows for $50.
5 shows for $50.
Lots of advertising for your money there.
If you got that, you should ring to Alex or Whitney will pick up the phone.
That's right. And 5 for 50 deal is only good for this is the last week. It's our last unofficial week of summer, so this is the last week of this special. So reach out
that's
to us today.
right. Yep.
That's right. So STRIVECast at pslstrive.org if you're interested, or give us a call 207-774-6278. We'd love to promote your brand. And Jeff, why don't you take us to break?
Okay, Pete. We'll be right back.
Susie cute, Susie cute. I mean, like Susie cute. Yeah. And today's game is about marshmallows.
Woo.
Marshmallows. All right. Suze, would you like me to run down the scores?
Yes.
Okay. Before we get started,
Wow.
you've been following along. We've been playing all year long. Poor Alex was thrown in at the last minute, but she's already got 83 points. So Alex is at 83. Noel, 93. Ryan and Jeff neck and neck at 95. Whitney, who's going to lose some points today, 95.5. And then Susie at 96. Will she expand her lead? I guess Whitney's not going to really lose points, but it's a chance for everybody to gain ground on.
She might though, because on top of her.
We'll take some points away from this
Yes, Pete.
one. Yes?
Oh, Pete, it was me.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there. There, I kind of, you know.
Picked it up a notch. All right.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see.
Mhm.
All right. Well, here we go, Suze. Let's do the cues.
Okay. Yesterday was August 30th. Is in
International.
International Toasted Marshmallows Day. Is that true or false? I think it's
Okay.
true.
Okay. Let's repeat the question one more time. Yesterday, August 30th, was International Toasted Marshmallow Day. Is that true or false? We're going to customarily start with the ladies. Susie is already in at true. And Alex, what would you say?
I agree. I'm going to say true.
Okay, 2 trues there as we go move to the guys. Let's
Right
go to
over
Noel.
here. Right over
Yeah.
here. True, other way.
True all the way for Noel. Jeff?
Pete, I gotta say, true, locked in.
True locked in. All right. And then Ryan.
True.
True for the whole sweep. And that's good because it is, in fact, true. August 30th is International Toasted Marshmallow Day. Who knew?
Well, yeah.
You are
Point for
marshmallow.
everybody except Wit.
Sorry, Wit.
Okay, let's have number 2.
Marshmallows have been around for about 4,000 years.
Okay. Is that true or false? And we're going to start with the guys. That marshmallows have been around for about 4,000 years.
Yes. That's
Okay. Noel, what do you say?
true.
Okay,
Other way.
Noel's with true. Jeff?
Pete, I think I'm gonna go with true, locked in all the way.
Okay. And Ryan?
True.
Everybody's in true on the guys' side. Let's start with Susie.
True.
Okay. And Alex?
I think true.
All right. Everybody's in true, and that is good because it is true. Who knew marshmallows were around for 4,000 years? Ancient Egyptians were said to be the first to make them, and eating them was only allowed if you were a god or royalty. So there you go. 2 for 2, everybody.
Yeah.
marshmallows were made from the Mallow planet. Which was only found in Martians.
Okay. So question 3, marshmallows were made from the mallow plant, which was only found in marshes. Is that true or false? We're back to the ladies this time. Alex, would you like to kick this one off?
Sure. I'm going to go with false on this one.
Okay. Susie?
I'm going with Alex. This time is
Okay.
false.
All right. And then let's work backwards from the guys. Ryan?
False.
Okay. Jeffrey?
True, locked in.
True. Okay. So Jeff is on his own on this one. And then Noel?
False.
False. Okay. So everybody's at false except for Jeff.
Yep.
Guys, Jeff is correct. That is actually true. The root was boiled with honey and used to heal wounds and soothe sore throats. So that is a point for the Jeffinator.
Yeah.
All right. And
Now
He's
he's-
so happy.
Now he's dancing.
Question 4.
Okay, this is not true or false.
Ooh, not true or false.
Can
closely.
you guys how many millions of pounds of marshmallows Americans eat in a year? It will be a number from 1 to 100.
Okay. Can you guess how many millions of pounds of marshmallows? How many millions of pounds of marshmallows Americans eat in a year? It will be a number from 1 to 100. How many millions of pounds of marshmallows Americans will eat? So let's go with our Price is Right rules. If anybody gets it exactly right, 5 points. And then the closest without going over will get the 1 point if nobody gets it exact. Is that fair?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, so I think we are back to the guys to start off this one. Let's start with Jeff. How many millions of pounds of marshmallows do Americans eat in 1 year?
55,000.
It would be 55 million,
Yeah.
100 million, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so 55, Jeff says. All right, Noel?
That's 5. I will go with 3
Just straight up 3
3
millions
million.
of pounds?
million.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then Ryan?
I would go with 35 million.
Okay, so we got 35, 3, and 55, Jeff, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, Susie?
I think I think it's 99.
99, okay. All right, and Alex, you've got the last say in this.
I think 70.
70. Okay. Guys, it is actually 90 million pounds a year. So Alex is going to get that closest without going over. So,
Good
all right.
job.
A lot of marshmallows.
That is a lot of marshmallows, especially since they don't weigh very much. So that's a lot of marshmallows.
What was
You
the
got,
points for
big
who got
ones
the
or little
closest?
ones? Yeah, I think Alex was the closest because Susie
But what
said
was the
99.
points though?
2?
2. Wow. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. And then what's
Good
your
job,
favorite
Alex.
bonus points? Actually, no points, but what's your favorite way to eat a marshmallow?
Toasted. For me,
With a s'more or just straight up marshmallow?
with some more.
That's right. That's the way I do it too. All right. Anybody else want to chime in?
I will go with the graham cracker or without the graham cracker.
Either way.
AP.
Yes, sir.
If it was a s'more, I'll go with a marshmallow, chocolate, and graham cracker.
Excellent choice. How about in hot chocolate would be another way that you could consume a lot of marshmallows.
Hot
I like it as a
chocolate.
s'more.
You like it as a s'more, Ryan? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Put it in your soup.
You probably could put it in your soup. be interesting. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's gross.
How
You
about on
put
top of
marshmallows
like,
in your soup?
isn't it like on top of like sweet potatoes or yams or something?
Oh, yeah. That's a great way to eat them.
Yeah.
I know Noel loves
Yeah,
his food
me
jokes,
too.
that's for sure.
Hungry.
Any closing comments on marshmallows?
Not really.
All right. So here's
Not
the
really.
scores, Susan. You want the scores before your outro?
Yes.
Okay. So Alex, big day for Alex. He's up to 87 now. Followed by Noel with 95. Then we've got Whit with 95 and a half. Then Ryan, 97. And Jeff and Susie are now tied for the lead at 98.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yes.
A lot of movement today.
Whoa.
All right. Susie, you want to sing us out?
Yep. Susie Kids. Everyone like Susie Kids. Yeah.
All right. Jeff, you want to take us to break?
Yes, Pete.
All right.
We'll be right back with happiness. Welcome to Ask Me.
Welcome to Ask Jeff.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Are you ready, Jeff?
Yes, Pete.
We have a question from Tim in South Portland, and he emailed us at strivecast@pslstrive.org. Best way to get in touch with us for everything. Strivecast@pslstrive.org, and that's where you can send in your Ask Jeff questions, like this burning question from Tim, who says, "Dear Jeff, does pineapple belong on pizza?" Love the show, Tim from South Portland. All right.
I say pineapple is a topping on pizza. And,
Pineapple, would you eat it?
yes.
Okay, I think this has been dividing people for a long time. Okay. Pineapple on pizza. What do you say, Noel?
Oh, I like mushroom on pizza and a lot of veggies and cheese.
Me
Okay.
too.
So is that a no for pineapple, or
No to pineapple.
Yes, I go with pineapple.
you would do pineapple on pizza? But Susie sounds like she's a strong no.
Nope.
No pineapple on pizza? Okay, Ryan?
Nope.
Well, I think pineapple belongs on pizza, and I would eat it on pizza too.
Okay.
What about you,
Um,
Alex?
Alex?
Absolutely. I love pineapple on pizza.
Okay. I too would go with pineapple on pizza.
I love
If
PB&J on pizza.
I don't know how
no,
that would be for me.
if which
Oh.
was
Hey, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Oh, how about peanut butter and jelly pizza with anchovies?
No, no, thank you.
Because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles love that stuff, though.
No. You know, I wouldn't like anchovies even by themselves, let alone peanut butter and jelly on a
I
pizza.
Yeah, only the turtles like that stuff, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Stripecast. All right.
I was trying to say is if Wit was here, she didn't like pineapple.
She doesn't. We'll have to remember and ask her on next week's episode. Stay tuned for our exciting conclusion of Pineapple on Pizza on the Strivecast next week.
Okay, Pete. I love you, Pete.
Thanks, bro. You want to take us to break?
Yes, sir, Captain. We'll be right back.
Noah tree. I haven't been sitting on a Noah. Once a boy, always a boy. But if he unraveled his sword, Romeo and Juliet will come together and make their own bread. But when they make their own bread, they can't take out their sword and slash the bread right in half. But the next day, the giant from the peach tree came and destroyed the half, and then he saw the biggest, tallest tree man. Then the tree man said, "Hello there," and the end.
Wow. A lot to unpack in that today.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that was about?
Yeah. It was about how to be generous and always keep on with your turn to live on the road to the destination in your life.
Wow. That's very deep.
Yeah.
Deep thoughts by Noel Thompson here. So why only half a loaf of bread?
The half of the bread was the peanut butter and sandwich.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Okay. Much like peanut butter and jelly and anchovies on a pizza.
Yeah.
Ew.
Anybody have any questions or thoughts for Noel?
No.
Okay. Then Jeff, why don't you take us a break? Another exciting
Okay,
Noel
Pete.
tree in the books.
We'll be right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by Pie.
Listeners like you.
And the
Listeners,
listener is Stephanie King.
Yay!
Tiffany King.
Thanks for listening,
Thanks,
Stephanie. We really
Dad.
appreciate it. And you could be the listener of the week as well. Just interact with our social media on the STRIVEcast, or
You
like and leave us a review or anything like that. And you could become a listener of the week as well. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
All right. And Jeff, want to take us to break?
Yes, Pete. We'll be right back. Let's wrap it up.
Let's do it.
Wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
A
Time
nice,
to wrap it up, apparently.
a nice tuna casserole wrap.
Tuna casserole wrap. All right.
Ooh,
Does that belong on
sounds
pizza?
yummy, no.
Yeah.
Tuna casserole pizza, Noel?
Yep. With a little bit of lamb.
A little bit of lamb. Okay. Wow.
Yum.
Very, very fancy. All right. Well,
Let's
guys,
get
time to wrap it up.
lamb.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Close out episode 48.
48, yes.
All right. Lots of stuff on the horizon. We're right on the edge of our event season coming up in September. We've got our 5K that we've mentioned a couple times throughout this episode. We'll
And
talk
Kevin
about that more. We've got Kevin on the roof. Kevin goes up to the roof of Patriot Subaru on September 20th, and he won't be coming down until he raises $50,000. So stay tuned on that. We'd certainly appreciate your support of Kevin. You can find out more about that at helpkevinhelpstrive.org, or come visit us anytime that week, probably at
We
Patriot.
will come down and support you in every way there, Pete.
Thank you, Susie.
When
And
do-
then, in October, we've got our auction coming up, and lots more surprises. So stay tuned to this space for more information on that.
When
Anything
do
else
we,
you guys want to?
Well, then Strive is hiring still.
Excellent,
many different
Ryan.
positions.
Always good. Lots of positions available, even a sign-on bonus. Check out our website for more information on that, pslstrive.org. And has a list of all the positions there and a link that Ryan created. You can apply right online. We'd love for you to do that and join our team. All your needs met right here on the STRIVEcast. Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome stuff, cats ever.
So are we good?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Let's say thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
If